From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Chris Carl.
Among Delaware's top stories for Wednesday, March 28th, the end of the John Atkins debate. County Council wants you to pay for their dinner. And we'll go down to Philly spring training. Here are the details. Avoiding the possibility of becoming the first House member expelled from office, Representative John Atkins resigned his seat. WDEL legislative correspondent Carl Konevsky has the full details from Dover.
Atkins announced his decision on the House floor Tuesday afternoon, the same day his colleagues were scheduled to vote on a resolution censuring him for his conduct during and after a traffic stop last October, which the Ethics Committee said brought the House into disrepute. Atkins apologized to his constituents and his colleagues, but began his comments with an apology to his wife, Heather.
This has been 6 months of a roller coaster ride that I never imagined. One of the toughest times in our life. I want to personally thank her, tell her I love her for sticking by through this. Could have thrown the towel in early, but I thought this was a fight we could win, and it just didn't turn out that way.
Atkins also paid special tribute to State Senator George Bunting.
We've worked great in my district and his district together. He took me in as a father, guided me around, always had time for me. Just a class act.
In a letter to House Speaker Terry Spence, the Millsboro Republican said it's been an honor and privilege to represent the people of the 41st District, and on the floor remembered what he considers the greatest accomplishment in his 4+ years in office.
We built our veterans home, and that will be the one piece of legislation for me that I will always cherish, because it was a complete effort from both sides, and we came together and we saw that dream come true.
Reaction to the resignation was varied throughout Legislative Hall.
John came in and stood up, and he took it on the chin and said, "This is the way it is. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize. Please forgive me." And I think that's what we should do.
I've just absolutely been totally consumed with this, as has the rest of the leadership on both sides of the aisle. And so we're looking forward to moving forward.
It's the best thing, I believe, for John and his family, as I think he believes. Otherwise, I don't believe he would have done it. And it gives John an opportunity to return to a life of anonymity, and it gives us an opportunity to turn to the other issues facing the state.
House Speaker Terry Spence has 30 days to issue a writ for a special election and expects Millsboro residents to go to the polls to elect Atkins' successor sometime in May. Reporting from Legislative Hall in Dover, I'm Carl Konevsky, 1150 a.m., WDEL.
One person is dead after an Ogletown apartment fire. It started last night around 10:30 at Salem Village Apartments. After firemen put out the flames, they found a man in his 40s dead inside the ground floor apartment. The victim hasn't been identified. The state fire marshal's office is looking for the cause. Police say a child was hit by a car while riding her bike near Newcastle. County police say the 12-year-old girl has head, foot, and back injuries after riding to the path of a passing car on Monday. She was riding near Old Forge Road. The 22-year-old driver was not charged for the collision. A fight ends with a dog being shot. WDEL News continues in a moment.
You could spend your money at the gas pump, or you could spend it on those sexy pumps at your favorite store. Let DART do the driving. Travel smart. Choose DART.
A Massachusetts man wanted for murder has been arrested in Wilmington. U.S. Marshals arrested Jose De La Cruz at his mother's home on North Market Street. De La Cruz is charged with a Boston murder in February. 2 people are being charged after a fight which ended with a dog being shot near Price's Corner. County police say Aaron Kafia was attempting to collect trash in Brooklyn Terrace yesterday when he was attacked by a pit bull. Kafia left the trash behind, but police say Trevor Nichols, the dog's owner, then began to assault the garbage man for leaving the trash. Kafia shot the dog in the leg after being bitten. Injuries to the dog are not serious. Taxpayers in Newcastle County will keep paying for meals for members of County Council and their staffs. With that and more from County Council, here's WDEL's Ken Grant.
Between a number of meetings and presentations, members of Newcastle County Council and their staffs put in long hours every other Tuesday, which led to Council budgeting more than $10,000 a year to pay for buffet dinners on those evenings. County Councilman George Smiley proposed a change in that system Tuesday afternoon. Smiley said the change made sense to him in light of other budget-cutting measures and a proposed double-digit tax increase.
We've got to go out to the taxpayers and tell them, we want 17.5% tax increase, and by the way, I still want you to buy me 2 meals a month.
This started years ago where council works right up to dinner, used to work through dinner and go to the council meeting. They used to go out to restaurants. They decided to start having internal dinners served. We were looking at whether or not that was something that we could eliminate, and it was the will of some of my fellow council members to maintain that so that it's more convenient. They can grab a quick meal and move on to council so that they can be as efficient as possible in the day they're here.
The proposal failed by a vote of 6-5. Smiley said he still plans to brown bag his dinner on council days. Everything from travel expenses to office supplies for Newcastle County Council's 13 members has traditionally been paid for out of a single pot. A rule change proposed by Councilman George Smiley changes that system, giving each council member their own office budget to manage. Under the new system, each member of County Council has $4,500 a year to cover office expenses ranging from cell phone reimbursements to office furniture. Ken Grant, 1150 AM, WDEL.
An investigation by state police of a prescription fraud ring nets 8 arrests in Wilmington. The 2-month-long investigation began after a pharmacist from a Maryland Avenue Rite Aid called police. Constance Williams and Corey Williams of Richardson Park are charged with 2 counts of forgery and obtaining prescription drugs by fraud. The other 6 suspects are charged with 1 count of forgery. Several doctors whose prescriptions were used were not aware of the fraud to obtain the drugs. The Flyers settle on their #1 goalie. WDEL Sports and your Delaware AccuWeather forecast coming up.
Looking to gain an edge in the technology or design field? Wilmington College's Division of Information Technology and Advanced Communications offers state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest tools. Achieve balance, achieve success.
In WDEL Sports, the Phillies got solid pitching from Jamie Moyer as they beat the Reds last night 6-2. Moyer went 7 innings. Jeff Geary pitched a perfect 8th, and Tom Gordon closed for the Phillies with a scoreless 9th. Pat Burrell and Rob Barajas also hit solo homers for the Phils, but Ryan Howard struck out 3 times, including once with the bases loaded. With more from spring training, here's Don Volz.
From 1955 through 2003, generations of Phillies fans watched their summertime heroes get ready for the long season at Jack Russell Memorial Stadium in Clearwater. It was one of the last of the classic Florida ballparks, intimate and with a colorful history. Things changed when the Phillies and their Class A minor league affiliate moved to Bright House Networks Field in 2004. But the field lives on in the hands of the Winning Inning Baseball Academy. Roy Silver is co-owner and chief operating officer.
Well, our main focus obviously is baseball, but that's just our front. What we want to do is get inside a young man or a young lady's head in a positive way.
The ballpark still gets continual use and a lot of attention from fans who watch games there throughout the years.
There's people that haven't been here within the last 3 or 4 years since the Phillies have moved out of here. They come here with tickets at 11:30 in the morning thinking about seeing batting practice, and we have maps ready for them, and we send them down the street to Bright House.
Silver has a background in professional baseball. He played in the mid-'80s, and the ballpark has special meaning for him, too.
Well, in '86, 21 years ago, just about, I played in the Florida State League, and I played for the St. Pete Cardinals, and we come here and play the Clearwater Phillies. And the only home run I hit in the regular season happened to be here at Jack Russell Stadium. So, you know, it's incredible that I'm here working, and I just can't believe that I drive into this old Major League ballpark every day.
If you want to see Jack Russell Memorial Stadium pretty much as you remember it, you'll have to hurry. Most of the stands are slated to come down in June. From Clearwater, Don Volz, 1150 AM, WDEL.
Well, the Flyers yesterday signed goalie Marty Byron to a 2-year contract extension. Byron was acquired by the Flyers from Buffalo in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2007 NHL Draft. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast: clouds and sun mixed through today, a high 66. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy, low 32. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, the high, though, reaching just 58. Good news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 1150 AM, WDEL, or anytime right here at WDEL.com, including news video from Delaware and around the world from WDEL and the Associated Press. I'm Chris Carl. Thanks for watching.